Hello everyone, this is Charlie and Elijah again. Just showing you guys some information on a DIY flooring project here. So we have laminate wood here. Underneath this flooring was actually tile, or still is tile, and we were able to just put in some laminate flooring on top of the tile. One of the difficulties in dealing with this project has been the stairs, you know, when you want to add and match the laminate flooring. There was previously carpet on this stairwell. It was a light color, gets dirty very easy, so we decided to do laminate flooring, matching laminate flooring to the downstairs and upstairs. So I'm going to show you guys, in researching this, we saw that a lot of people do, when they put in the laminate flooring on the stairwell, most people actually trim the stair nose to be able to, on the existing plank right here, they trim it, they cut it, and then they put in, it's like a stair nose cap, they call it, to match the laminate. Makes it look very nice. You can see we did it also. However, Elijah came up with an ingenious idea to not cut that stair nose, and it saves the stair nose, which is important. For example, let's say I go to sell the house in the future. Somebody for whatever reason wants to change and put in carpet or do whatever, that stair nose is there. So Elijah's idea was to put in the tread on the stairs, and I'm going to show you guys, kind of slightly angled, instead of going straight down, slightly angled. And in order for that to happen and to be able to fit the stair nose nice and tight, you need to put in a little shimmy board or plank right here, you can see. And he actually used some screws, was able to secure it on each of the stairs very well. So it came out really nice, and that nose doesn't have to be cut. It in some ways it's a little bit easier, less work to do. So I'm going to show you guys. So you can see here, we're almost done with the whole project, or I should say Elijah's almost done, and we've got a few stairs left here. I'm going to walk through, I'm going to show you guys the finished product on the rest of the stairs. Okay, so these stairs beginning right here are typical, average size, I guess if you want to say, and no weird angles like the 4 or 5 steps going here. So you could see how it looks. Okay, and this is slightly angled. This is going in. What's nice about this, it actually gives you more foot space when you're walking down. So if you go straight down, you cut the nose, you're actually removing some of the space that you could put your foot on, and which is still okay, but this creates more space where you can step on the actual tread, and you can see that the riser is slightly angled here, and it's nice. Came out really nice, very tight. We got the stair nose that caps it here, and again underneath this, the original stair nose on the wood is still there. Okay, so with some adhesive, some good glue, some screws, Elijah was able to do this. He even used some screws on the bottom of this tread to create an even space to be able to put in the tread. So I'm going to show you guys. Here we have the landing. The landing's matching. You got this cap, and then going up, you can see it came out really, really nice. And right here you can see how everything's very, very tight. And if you look at the angle of that tread, it comes in a little bit, and it creates more space for the foot to be able to, for somebody walking up or down the stairs. So now we're going to go down, and you can see very nice. So this is something that Elijah came up with. He said in Russia he's done some projects, and they create more space for stairs, or even sometimes even angle it where there's bathtubs for foot space. Comes out really nice. Okay, so now on this particular stairs here, you could see that we have these angles here. So it creates a challenge when you want to connect the boards. You have to have them angled down, and then you have an angle here. So we're going to show you how that was resolved. How you can basically butt up those laminates and create a 45-degree angle on that, and some of the tools that were used to do that. So but it was just little bit of a challenge, and Elijah was able to come up with some good ideas in dealing with that, and we'll show you the finished product. So okay, so here you can see we got everything set up outside to do all the necessary cuts on the laminate boards, and also on any of the nose trimming. So on this particular laminate, this is one of the boards that's going to go on the actual tread. No, I'm sorry, on the riser, and it's going to connect on those corners. We have those 4 or 5 steps. They have some weird angles, you know. So we need to first of all, we need to square off this board, which Elijah is going to do, and then we need to go in and create a 45-degree angle here, so that way on those corner areas, on those 4 or 5 steps are a little strange, it's going to be able to butt up nicely and have a tight fit. So now Elijah is going to show you. This is a tool that he's using for the 45-degree angle, and he's got a special grinder here. It's a turbo grinder, and it actually grinds this right here, grinds it down to create that 45-degree angle. If you try to use something else, it could chip, you know, it's a laminate board, so it can create some difficulty. So he's been using this, and he's going to show you guys right now how he does it. That's a nice finish. You can see the grain on this looks very, very nice and smooth, and you can see it creates that 45-degree angle. So that's going to butt up really nice. We're going to go inside and show you guys. So okay, so this is the riser. This is the very bottom board, and you can see it's angling down a little bit. And we've got the extra challenge of this particular corner here, where it needs to connect, make sure it's a tight fit. And you can see right there, very nice. Look at that, so nice. That particular grinding wheel that we purchased, it was actually purchased through Amazon. It's a turbo grinder. We picked it up for 15 bucks a piece. We got 2 just in case. I think we're just going to end up needing 1, but you could see what a great job. Just very, very tight fit, no space in between, and that solved that problem of these corner pieces here on the stairwell. Now, most of you are not going to have that. It's a little particular to these townhomes here, and this just makes it look really nice. So there it is. Okay, so now Elijah is at the point here where he needs to fit the tread on the stairs here, and he's measuring. He's going to show you. Oh, actually, you know what? I take that back. He's measuring where to cut on the actual riser. So he's just marking it off. And what he did, he used some scrap wood for the tread, and just marks off on this particular riser where he's gonna end up cutting. So that way you see. I think most of you have your own methods. This is just one way of doing it. So he's making the marks on the actual tread and using a board to keep it nice and square all the way across. Okay, now it might look a little bit off. Keep in mind that most likely the stair is not square all the way across, so therefore he's marking it off to make sure that the cut and the fit's going to be very tight. So now we're going to table saw here. There it is. Elijah's saying,
if you no have eyes.
Elijah says, make sure you wear the eye protection.
This work you must make only glass, brother.
With an eye protector, exactly. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to show the fit on this board. Okay, so here we are. Now, look at that. So he's got the scrap wood there. He's showing you the fit, how it's going to fit once everything's in, and that top portion is going to be covered by the stair nose that we're using for this. And we'll show you the stair nose size. You know, there's a particular width that's working very well with this, as you can see on the finished product right there, and it came out really nice. You can see the nice fit. And we're saving that nose. No cutting of that nose on that stair, the wood stair. A lot of the videos that we saw online before the project was started, a lot of people suggest to cut that nose. It creates a lot of work, but once it's gone, it's gone. Here we're saving it. It could be reused if for any reason I sell the house in the future, somebody wants to come in and put carpet for whatever reason, they can do that. That nose is there. All you need to do is remove that little shimmy board underneath and just remove the screws, and you have the stair intact fully, 100%. It's all there. Okay, so we want to show you guys one of the tools that Elijah was able to use in making sure that the cuts, the angles are correct on these treads, and also the risers. This is actually for the tread. So you can see here, you just get any 2x4, or actually I don't think it's a 2x2, and you fit this two little things on the wood, and then you butt it up against the little wall, the stairwell there, and it'll give you the right length. And also keep in mind that this portion of the stair, it's never 100% squared off or accurate. So this way you get the exact measurement that you need for that tread. You take it, once you secure it, and you take a board and you mark off what you need, as he's doing here. So he lines it up and then just takes a pencil and marks off where he needs to cut. This is going to be for the tread portion. So all he needs to do is take it to the table saw or whatever other tool for cutting, and is able to fit exactly on the tread up here. And actually he says he's using a miter saw, so just use a real basic miter saw and it fits perfect. When we measured all the stairs going up, every one was slightly different on the length, the angle, you know, so that tool is very, very handy. It takes a lot of the work of having to recut or trim down, and this tool is called a tread tool. This one was actually purchased through let me see, I don't think it was Floor & Decor. There's a flooring store, but you could buy it online. You could even buy it on Amazon. I've seen it on Amazon. They're not expensive. It does not include this 2x2. You can just pick up a little board to fit, you know, from Home Depot or Lowe's or anywhere that they sell wood. Maybe you even got a spare one and fit it right in there, and now you got yourself a nice tool for measuring that tread and doing perfect cuts when you cut.